Is the local Met Service projecting that now tropical storm Melissa could make landfall in Jamaica as a Category 4 or 5 hurricane early next week?
And we are saying, I believe, the same thing. We are saying that the system is going to make landfall over Jamaica as a main hurricane. That's what we are saying at this time. I believe some persons have been referred to what I said at the press conference, which was at 1 o'clock, or even before 1, because I was the first speaker for a 12 o'clock press conference. So what I said was based on the earlier projection of the track. That changed afterwards, and we have to remember that the forecast, it's always the latest forecast that is the relevant forecast. Mm-hmm. So if there was something that was said previously, it really does not exist anymore because it has been replaced by another forecast. So the projected track has been changed. It earlier had said it would have gone around Jamaica, but the latest projection is that it would move across the island, moving from the south coast to the north coast as a major hurricane. That is the projection at this time. And this would happen sometime. It's likely to happen on Tuesday.
On Tuesday?
On Tuesday. That's correct.
Let me ask you, Evan, when was the last time Jamaica had a direct landfall hit from a hurricane or a cyclone?
The last direct landfall was in 2012 with Hurricane Sandy. And since then, we have had what we would call direct hits, but not landfalls, because the eye would have off the coast of the island, but we would have gotten some of the most severe winds that surround the eye, which occurred during Hurricane Ivan, Hurricane Dean, as well as Hurricane Beryl. But those were not landfalls because the eye did not make contact with the coast.
And in this case, the eye is going to make contact with the land.
Based on the current track. Based
on the current forecast. Right. Yes, that is correct.
So okay. And for our listeners and some of our younger listeners, a major hurricane is Category 3 up, correct?
That's correct.
And just describe for us, Evan Thompson, what that would mean in terms of the impact on Jamaica.
Yes.
That's devastating impact, catastrophic really, because we are seeing there's the possibility not only of roofs being lifted, but significant structures being demolished. In this case, we haven't had a Category 5 landfall in Jamaica in the past. Hurricane Gilbert, to many of our memories, would have been a Category 3 at the time that it moved across Jamaica. Yes. And that was devastating in that it did cause a lot of destruction and a significant impact to our gross domestic product at that time in 1988. This is now moving, of course, a number of the building practices have been improved and have been acted upon. And so structures we believe are more secure and more robustly designed and constructed. So we are expecting that we would stand up better, but this is possibly a Category 4 hurricane that we're talking about, possibly a 5. Hurricane Beryl was a Category 4, but the eye remained off the coast, so the kind of impact of moving right across the island is completely different. We'll be getting really pummeled by the system, both sides of the eye moving in opposite directions right across.
So we'll be battered. Jamaica will say we'll be battered.
We would be battered. That is correct, if that actually does take place.
Yes.